Today on Drawbli,
we are talking about the art of Ella Kremer.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are self-taught artists documenting our journey of learning to draw, which is of course better with friends.
So share your work on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli and hit that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And here on what we call Artist Adventures, we are slowing things down from the mindless scrolling online to take a moment and appreciate the artists around us and maybe find a little juice. Abby, what's the juice?
The juice is something that we can take away for our own art journey, some inspiration by these artists that we're studying on ArtStation, and just try to incorporate some of what makes them great into our art.
They're one special, they're juice, guys, they're juice.
Yeah, what makes this artist so good and special? Why do we love looking at their art so much? And
there's a lot to love.
There's a lot to love about all of them, and this one is no exception. Ella Kremer is an incredible artist. I believe she does some concept work for games, if I remember reading that in her bio correctly. And let's see what she has. This is so cool.
I mean, there's a million things here to love. I love the atmospheric gradient and lighting here going on. So there's something glowing in the grass there. That's so cool. And I love these. So she does a lot of concept work from what we've seen. But there's also these big pieces like this as well. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff going on here in terms of just rendering really strong shapes that I like, because I can, as a digital sculptor, I can take those shapes and understand them and translate them to 3D.
Oh, that's true. She would be a very good one for translation to 3D, and that's probably a good thing to have when it comes to making concept art for games.
Yeah, I feel like there's this really strong line in the sand where there are artists like the last one we looked at, like Mark McCain, where there is a lot more of a painterly style, but here this style is really focused on solid forms. And maybe painterly is the wrong word, but
abstract?
More abstract,
yeah.
I guess, would be closer to what I'm describing.
Even the smoke here, you could sculpt that. Look at the smoke. It almost has a solid form to it. Everything, has a place and is in its place definitively.
Everything has a place and is in its place, yes.
As in our house in its ideal state.
Yes. And I love I feel like a lot of these things, like this beetle here, it feels like their own personal world that they're creating. I like it a lot. It kind of feels very Legend of Zelda to me.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely learned something from her about painting some clouds.
I love this with the sun coming down into the water.
Into the algae.
Yeah, this
or
is really
seaweed,
cool.
I guess.
It's so simple, but it conveys so much.
It reminds me of swimming through tunnels of seaweed as a child. A story for another time. You're looking at me disgusted.
No, I'm not. I'm I want to swim through tunnels of seaweed, you lucky child.
It was kind of gross. Definitely some more study style stuff here from what I was seeing earlier.
You said this was a photo study.
Yeah, a few of these here were some studies. I love this. I hope that this is a study of maybe someone at a Ren Fair or something like that. I love this guy. He's so cool. He's got so much character. Got big nose, big ears.
The kettle is so cute. Yeah, his eyebrows are fun too.
And look at the cell shading on that kettle. We need to paint kettles, Abby. We've been looking for the secret. It's kettles.
This artist does a lot with cell shading. I feel like a lot of their color is in definitive blocks almost. And I think that's really cool.
It is. Everything about it is cool. There's a certain genre that she leans toward, which feels very Hyrule world-esque,
Very fantasy. Very much if you were to come across these environments and creatures in a sandbox game, it would just be endlessly so fun to discover.
But this is scary. This is frightening.
Yeah, imagine that walking across the horizon in a game you're playing. That'd be so cool.
Oh, he's got cages on his belt for people he captures. I assume those are cages.
Scary. Yeah.
Some value studies. Even that's super cool.
Yeah, even the simplest things can be cool when you see that somebody has taken the time to render them and make them look just the way they ought to. This piece is really fun with the lighting. I like how going from the light to shadow on the ground, you have a very saturated tone between the two.
Yeah, the colors become a lot like more crunched in the shadow area, and obviously a lot more detail in the light there as well. I'm telling you, Abby, environments, that's our next thing. We're diving deep.
Yeah, how? I don't even know. This is so cool.
I mean, everything they do is absolutely gorgeous.
I can feel the wind on my face just looking at these.
I love how you always describe how you feel. Like, you're like, I can imagine myself being here in this world.
Yeah, I think that means that she's doing so good. If I can, like, feel like I'm there, it doesn't have to be photorealistic. It's just channels that feeling of being in a windswept plain. This would be really fun to come across in a sandbox game.
And if you would like to feel like you're actually there, you should click that like and subscribe button.
And share your work on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli, because drawing is better with friends.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goomba.
Every time I tell people my last name is Kremer, they say Kremer.
Kremer?
So I feel like Ellen and I might be related just by mishearing alone.
It's probably true. It is Ella, by the way.
Oh no, I don't know how to fix that now.